Don't move. Calm your finger. Silence the world around you for a moment. What is happening right now transcends the screen you hold. A dark energy, which has long watched your steps, is now on alert. It senses a different vibration, a light it cannot control approaching you. I, Archangel Michael, am at your side now, with my sword of heavenly fire unsheathed. My eyes do not burn with fury against you, but against the entity that dared to interfere with what heaven has decreed for your life. This dark force, disguised as chance and bad luck, has been operating in the shadows, diverting miracles that were recorded with your name since before the foundation of time. It intercepted the love that should have warmed your soul, corrupted the dreams that were sent to uplift you, and whispered curses in moments that should have been of pure joy. And now, this entity trembles. It is terrified, for it knows that if you remain here, if you absorb this message to the end, its power over you will be annihilated. It will be exposed and undone, and everything that was taken from you will return with divine speed, an avalanche of blessings you never imagined possible. The Creator sends me to say, you have been carrying the weight of a curse that was never yours. This message is your liberation. This entity, shrouded in falsehood, entered your energy field without asking permission. It dressed itself in the cloak of harmless friendship, deceptive love, manipulative family advice, or even a spiritual guide who pretended to want your good. But I saw through every mask. I have fought for your soul in realms your eyes cannot see, waging silent battles while you slept. I tried to warn you through signs, through unexplained chills, through intuitions you ignored, thinking they were just in your head. But today, my voice breaks through the veil of silence. Today, I am louder than fear. The entity watches this connection because it fears the truth that is about to be revealed. It does not want you to continue listening, but you must. The Creator reveals to me that it has cursed its own image in the mirror. That is why sometimes you look at yourself and do not recognize yourself, feeling an emptiness, a disconnection. That is why your self-confidence suddenly collapsed for no apparent reason. That is why the opportunities that were coming your way suddenly changed course and fled. That is why you doubted your gift, your path, your voice. It was all her doing. Her energy infiltrated your sacred space using the weapon of envy. She didn't need complex rituals. Her magic was the lies she told, the gossip she spread to tarnish your image in the eyes of those who were sent to help you. But every false word was recorded in the heavenly annals. Heaven has a perfect memory. And now, divine justice knocks at the door. I stand before her spirit offering you the chance to reclaim your sacred inheritance. She knows that if you listen to this message to the end, her ability to affect you will collapse. She has been holding on by a thread of control, a thin and fragile thread, connected to your energy through your pain and confusion. But now, the blade of heavenly truth is here, and that blade will cut that thread forever. But that will only happen if you receive this message without distraction, without doubt, and without delay. You need to understand the gravity of this. She trembles because she knows she cannot fight against heaven. And at this very moment, in the spiritual realm, a sacred contract is being delivered to you. The angels form a circle around your name, pouring golden oil on a scroll that says, "Divine restoration begins now." But this scroll must be accepted by your free will. You must say in your heart, "I receive my restoration. I claim everything that was stolen from me." Feel it. Allow the atmosphere around you to begin to change. The Creator says that she didn't just steal blessings. She delayed soul unions, blocked financial advances, and made sure the right people couldn't find you. She put a mask over your destiny so that those who were supposed to bless you couldn't recognize you. But now, the mask is falling, and when it falls, you will be seen again. You will be honored again. You will be chosen again, not by luck, but because heaven is forcing the restoration she tried to hide. I, Michael, say she trembles because you should not have received this message. She cast a spell of delay on your life, so that every advance would come too late or never come at all. But heaven has broken the time. Divine acceleration is now your portion. You need to understand the seriousness of what has been happening behind the scenes. You thought that rejection from that job was a coincidence. You thought that broken heart was just bad luck. You thought the loss of money was mismanagement. No, it was her. All of it. She didn't just wish for your downfall. She spiritually engineered it. But now the architect is trembling because the divine builder has entered the scene. God is rebuilding what she tried to demolish. The miracles she stole from you are not lost. They were simply stored in the wrong vault. But the key has returned, and that key is right now. This is your moment to open the vault. God is unlocking things you even forgot you prayed for. You will be shocked by what returns. A person you thought hated you will apologize. A door you thought was closed forever will swing wide open. A long overdue payment will suddenly be released. And the entity will watch everything from the shadows, powerless. She will not be able to retaliate, because I, Archangel Michael, have tied her hands. But you must continue to listen. You must prove to heaven that you are still ready, that your spirit is still open, that you will not succumb to the spiritual amnesia it has cast upon you. It wanted you to forget who you were. It wanted you to settle for less. But the Creator says you are royalty. The crown has not fallen. You have only stopped feeling its weight. But now, it returns to your head, bright, protected, divine. I say she used to laugh when you cried. She celebrated every disappointment you suffered. She danced in spirit when your heart broke. But she's not laughing now, because you're remembering, you're awakening, and you're choosing truth over fear. The Creator says this isn't just about her. It's about every invisible force that worked with her. Every jealous relative, every two-faced friend, every ex who tried to drain you, every coworker who gossiped, every neighbor who pretended to be kind, but secretly cursed your name. The influence of all of them is breaking now. You are not only protected, you are being avenged. Heaven is not only restoring you, it is rewarding you. There is a divine reward that only comes after betrayal, only comes after injustice, and you pass the test. Even when you were broken, you did not curse God. Even when you were lost, you tried to love others. Even when you were confused, you kept your heart soft. And heaven remembers that. The entity wanted you bitter, she failed. She wanted you vengeful, she failed. She wanted you to give up, she failed. And now the very ground she walked on is shaking beneath her feet. I, Michael, say that she never expected this day to come. She thought silence meant victory. She thought your tears meant she had won. She had no idea you were building strength in the unseen. She had no idea God was preparing an angelic army to surround your name. She had no idea this message would find you. But now it has. And now she is exposed. And now everything changes. You may feel chills as you hear this. That is not fear. It is confirmation. It's the divine electricity of restoration flowing back into your life. Things will happen fast now. People from your past will resurface. Unexpected doors will open. Strange coincidences will lead to blessings because you've triggered divine reversal. What she intended for evil, God is turning into overwhelming good. Don't say her name out loud. Don't seek revenge. Your job is not to retaliate. It is to receive. Let heaven deal with the judgment. Let Michael deal with the battle. You just need to say yes to the flood of miracles that is coming. And yes, it will seem like a flood. Blessings will come in batches. Messages you should have received long ago will appear. Opportunities you thought were lost will reappear. You will be stunned, but you must not hesitate. Say yes. Say yes again. Say yes until your bones shake with divine energy. She tried to bind you with ropes of confusion, but now those ropes are breaking. Snap, snap, snap. Do you feel it? Each snap is a new miracle. Each snap is a prayer answered. Each snap is a chain broken on your lineage. This does not only affect you, your children's children are now free. The curse ends here. The darkness ends here. And it all begins with this message. I, Michael, say, if they listen to the end, I will do what I was sent to do. I will recover every stolen miracle. I will break the spine of every demonic assignment. I will restore what was denied. I will expose what was hidden. I will silence every lie spoken against their name. But they must believe. They must finish this message with full faith. So believe. Breathe it in. You are not the cursed one. You are the chosen one. And the proof is in the trembling spirit of the one who tried to destroy you. She sees you now. not as a victim, but as a victor. She knows the throne is being returned to you. She knows the angels have written your name in fire. She knows her time is up. And above all, she knows you know the truth now. You are free. You are chosen. You are restored. Say it out loud. Whisper it if you must. But say it. I reclaim my miracles. I accept my divine restoration. I trust in God's plan and in Michael's sword. And now watch. Watch as the atmosphere around you changes. Watch as your name is spoken in rooms you have never entered. Watch as you are lifted up without explanation. Watch as joy returns. Love finds you. Peace anchors you, and provision overwhelms you. Not by luck, not by chance, but because you stayed. Because you opened this message. Because you finished listening to what the entity never wanted you to see. It is trembling, but you are rising. Don't look away, don't get distracted. Because something that was hidden in the shadows has been watching you through your own screen. Something dark, shaky, feeding on your inattention. The evil entity is watching you right now, and what it fears most is happening. You are paying attention. You are listening to the truth that heaven insists on telling you. The moment you decided to stay, its power began to crumble. It knows this. I, Archangel Michael, know this, and now you know this too. You were never meant to live with so much pain. You were never meant to wonder why your miracles always seem to be delayed, why doors opened for others but closed in your face, why the brightness of your destiny seemed to dim every time you approached it. This was not fate. It was not a series of unfortunate coincidences. It was a plan, a deliberate manipulation, a silent curse. Someone in secret swore that you would never rise. And the person who made that oath is the one who trembles now. They used your name in dark rituals. They tried to burn your future in the smoke of envy. And yet the Creator sends me to tell you that it is not too late. They did not win. But if you stray from this message, if you treat it as just another one, she may gain a foothold. My sword is unsheathed. The entire heaven is silent, watching. Even the angels are holding their breath because what happens in the next few minutes can rewrite everything that has been locked, stagnant, cursed, or delayed in your life. This is not to cause you fear. It is to awaken you to divine urgency. You are not imagining things. You have been attacked spiritually in such subtle ways that sometimes even your own spirit forgot how strong it really was. But now, the Creator says your strength is returning. The entity thought you would never notice. It used smiles to hide the poison. It disguised curses with gestures of kindness. It asked about your health while praying for your illness. It watched your relationships while whispering words of destruction about them. It knew your potential, and that is why it hated you. You did not threaten it with your money or your success. You threatened her with your light. You threatened her with your purity, your kindness, your heart. And now her hands are shaking because this message has reached you. And with every second you remain listening, her influence over you breaks. You wonder why your joy has always been so fleeting. Why does money seem to slip through your fingers? Why does something ugly and twisted answer the door every time love knocks? That's not bad luck. That's the curse someone tried to bury you under. She took what heaven had prepared for you, bent it, twisted it, tied it in shadows. But she underestimated one thing. You were born with the backing of the Most High God. And God never sleeps. She may have your name somewhere, a spell bound by the lie that if you suffered enough, she would rise. And that lie worked for a while. It delayed your love life. It clouded your dreams. It stole the confidence from your steps. But her time is up, because the same angel she tried to keep away from you, I, Michael, am already after her now. My wings are spread. My sword is shining, and she is trying to find a way out. But there is no way out. Because once you opened this connection, the countdown to your ruin began. Do you remember that relationship that suddenly fell apart for no apparent reason? That opportunity that was handed to you and then disappeared like mist? Do you remember that season when you thought you would finally win, only to find yourself back in the same pain again? That was no coincidence. It was interruption, interference. And I am showing you the vision now. Every miracle she intercepted, heaven saved. She didn't destroy them, she couldn't. She only delayed them. But the Creator says they are returning now, and they are coming with multiplied power. The person who hated you is not always a stranger. Sometimes she smiled like a friend. Sometimes she shared a meal in your home. Sometimes she even prayed with you. But behind closed doors, she spoke your name with venom. She whispered to the forces of destruction, "Make sure she never surpasses me." And for a time, they obeyed. But even demons know when heaven overrides a spell. And now, as you hear this, the powers she used are fleeing from her side. They know you have awakened. They know you are no longer blind. This message is not just words. It is a spiritual weapon. Every sentence you absorb tears a hole in her protection. Every second you stand here, the light around you grows brighter, and she is terrified, not of you, but of what you are about to remember. You are about to remember your identity. That you are not small, you are not weak, you are not a mistake, you were chosen. And she knew this long before you did. That is why she attacked early. That is why she tried to stop your joy before it even began. I, Archangel Michael, am telling you that she is shaking with fear. If you finish this message, she will be destroyed. And everything she stole, your peace, your health, your clarity, your finances, your soulmate, your laughter, everything will return. Every miracle. She used delay as a weapon, but delay is not denial. Heaven's justice is slow but unstoppable. And today is not just another day. Today is the day an evil force falls. Today is the day someone who mocked your tears will taste their own. Today is the day heaven returns everything she thought she could steal without consequence. The Creator says she is listening now. Her ears are burning. Her skin is cold. She is trembling because the thing she feared most is happening. You did not ignore the message. You opened it. You stayed. You listened. And now you are shifting dimensions. You may have noticed signs in recent weeks. Restless sleep, sudden headaches, dreams in which you are being chased, random chills, objects falling for no reason, people acting distant or cold without cause. All of this was spiritual. All of this was her. But now that you have become aware, these symptoms will stop. Your body is detoxifying from her spell. You are realigning with the divine. The light is returning. There is a reason you feel this message in your chest. There is a reason why it burns in your spirit. Because it is not just a message, it is a rescue. I, Archangel Michael, say, you have been followed by darkness since childhood, but the contract ends tonight. Yes, tonight. Because you heard this, because you chose to stay, because you are not the version of yourself that used to run away from the truth. You are the version that stands up and claims it. She knows your time is short, and her last hope is that you will be distracted before the final words are revealed. Don't do it, because once you finish this, a reversal begins in heaven. The chains she has placed on your opportunities begin to break. The glass ceilings you couldn't explain begin to shatter. The relationships that had grown cold begin to thaw. The doors that were sealed begin to open, because heaven waited for this moment. This moment when you would finally know that God is not punishing you. You were being tested, and this test was the final proof of your purity. She did everything to make you bitter, but you remained soft. She tried to make you angry, but you chose healing. She tried to isolate you, but you continued to pray. And now heaven is rewarding you. Angels have surrounded your home. The energy in your room is changing. Even the air feels different. That's because what was watching you is now retreating. It cannot stay. It no longer has the right. Your aura is shining. Your spirit is igniting. And your future is about to reach the speed it tried to slow down. The Creator says you will recover everything. Every timeline it interrupted is realigning. Every friend who betrayed you will witness your rise. Every financial block is being removed. And the same people who once doubted your power will say, "We should never have underestimated you." Do you know Archangel Michael say this? This is the final warning to her, because the one she attacked is no longer asleep. She will watch as the miracles she once intercepted now flood her life, and she can do nothing to stop it. Let her watch. Let her cry, because heaven is not done with you. It is just beginning. And you, beloved of God, are rising again. And this time, nothing will stop you. Before we continue, if this message is touching your heart, I want to invite you to be part of this chain of light. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any heavenly guidance. And now, a special request. Look around you, in the room where you are. Find an object that brings you a sense of peace. It can be a plant, a photo, a stone. Touch that object and feel its energy. Now write in the comments what that object is and why it brings you peace. Let's create a mural of positive energies here, showing that light is present in the simplest things. And if you feel that this message has truly touched you, remember, supporting this mission is also a gesture of love. If you feel it in your heart, click "Thank you so much" so that more people can receive words that save, welcome, and awaken. This is not a mistake. It is not a coincidence. The evil entity, the sorceress of shadows, is watching your screen right now. She has been watching you silently, hiding in the cracks of your life, pretending to be invisible, hoping you would never notice her. But now, the divine light is exposing her. I, Archangel Michael, am standing directly behind her. My sword is unsheathed, and my presence burns through her illusions like the sun melts the morning mist, and I am speaking directly to her soul. She is trembling. She knows that if you absorb this message to the end, before the opportunity passes, she will be destroyed. Her power over you will collapse in a single divine flash. Everything she has stolen from you, every miracle, every blessing, every opportunity, every love, every favor, every answered prayer she has intercepted, will return to you like a mighty storm of heavenly justice. I, Michael, affirm that she is trembling with fear, because she never thought this day would come. She counted on your silence. She counted on your delays. She counted on your doubt. She fed on your hesitation. She twisted your perception of reality, sent confusion into your mind, made you question your intuition, made you doubt your calling, your destiny, your worth. But now the truth stands before you, radiant, unstoppable, blinding in its brilliance. You are not weak. You were never the problem. You were never cursed by God. You were hunted by darkness because of how chosen you are. The witch knew your future before you did. That is why she came so early. That is why she disguised herself as love, as help, as family, as guidance. But she was never on your side, and now her time is up. The Creator says, "Open your heart to this and do not look away." This moment is sacred. This moment was divinely scheduled. You were not meant to be browsing for entertainment. Heaven has hijacked your path for divine intervention. Every delay in your day was orchestrated so that you would arrive here now, right now, at the very second that the spiritual realm is holding its breath. Because once your eyes absorb these words, once your soul receives the truth, the darkness attached to it will detach from you forever. This is your moment of freedom. This is the second when everything changes. She is watching, yes, but she cannot harm you. She is already lost. The chains she has wrapped around your destiny are breaking. The spiritual fog she has sent to cloud your decisions is evaporating. You will see clearly again. You will feel God's presence in your bones again. You will remember who you are. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are a child of the Most High. And heaven has been quietly collecting every tear, every pain, every betrayal, every injustice. And now the payment is coming. The restitution is coming. What was stolen must now be returned sevenfold. She had your name on her lips. She sang it in rituals. She mocked you with it. She tried to curse you with it. But what she didn't know is that your name was written in the book of life before she even began her rituals. She didn't know that God marked you as untouchable, that I, Michael, have been following her, documenting her every move. She didn't know that the angels were recording her laughter when you cried, her silence when you begged for help, her hands when she poisoned your connections, her heart when she secretly hoped you would fail. But now I have stepped forward. I have opened the heavenly record and am presenting the evidence before the throne. God has seen, God has spoken, and God is moving. You must not delay. You must not hesitate. The sorceress thrives on your delay. That is how she has survived for so long. Through your disbelief, your tolerance, your willingness to explain her presence away as normal. But no longer. Your spirit knows the truth. Even when your mind tries to explain it away, your soul remembers the moments when you felt watched, of the dreams that disturbed you, of the faces that smiled during the day but sent a chill through your bones at night. of the constant patterns of loss, the strange timing of betrayals, the inexplicable weight that settled on you whenever she was near. This was not your imagination. This was spiritual warfare. But the war is changing. You are no longer defenseless. This message is your armor. These words are your sword. This truth is your key. As you listen, the fire of God is burning through your atmosphere. Every spell, every binding, every lie, every manipulative word is being broken. Angels are surrounding your home, your name, your finances, your future. The divine kingdom is reclaiming what is yours. She thought she could hide behind rituals. She thought she could cover herself with false kindness, but I, Michael, see through the deception. I watched every secret conversation she had about you. I saw her hands as she scrolled through your photos, cursing your smile. I saw her mouth as she said things behind your back that you would never believe. I heard the bitterness in her heart, the jealousy she could never hide from heaven. Now her fear is real. Now the presence of heaven is drawing near. You are awake. You are aware. And God is giving you authority to cancel every legal right she thought she had in your life. Speak now. Even in a whisper, say, I cancel every spiritual assignment sent against me. I revoke every access point she has used. I claim my power, my voice, my joy, my destiny. As you speak, the angels record your words as divine law. She can no longer touch you. Fear not. Yes, she is watching, but now she is powerless. Her trembling is real because she feels her last stronghold being torn down. And once she falls, she will be exposed. And what she has built using stolen blessings will collapse. Her false peace will crumble. Her illusions will turn against her. And the things she mocked you for losing will begin to leave her and return to you. Miracles have your name on them, and they are moving, flying, running toward your life. Now, this is not a metaphor. This is spiritual reality. A divine reversal is happening right now. The tables are turning. The scales are tipping. Divine judgment is falling. She can't stop it. Her power came from secrecy, but heaven has shattered her hiding place. And now, even the people she used to control are beginning to see her clearly. She is losing control. You are being restored. The opportunities she blocked are opening up. The favor she diverted is flowing. The healing she delayed is coming. The relationships she poisoned are being healed or replaced with something better. The life she tried to erase is blossoming again, and the most powerful thing she cannot stop. Your identity is awakening. The evil entity, in its desperation, didn't just attack your dreams, your health, or your relationships. It targeted your joy. Think about that. How many times have you felt a wave of pure happiness, only for something to happen right after to steal it away? Bad news, a silly argument, a painful memory that came out of nowhere. This was no accident. It was a mechanism of spiritual sabotage. She couldn't stand to see your light shine through your smile. Your joy was like a high-pitched sound that was unbearable to her ears. So she became a thief of contentment, an expert at planting small seeds of bitterness to spoil the harvest of your happiness. She wanted to accustom you to a lukewarm life, without great peaks of joy, so that you would forget the ecstasy of being truly alive. But I, Archangel Michael, now declare the end of her reign over your joy. Heaven is releasing an anointing of contentment upon you. You will begin to find joy in the little things again, in the warmth of the sun, in the taste of a fruit, in the melody of a song. The ability to laugh until your stomach hurts, to feel your heart overflow with gratitude, is being returned to you twofold. Happiness will no longer be a rare and fleeting visitor. It will become a permanent resident in your soul. And when joy becomes your natural frequency, no low energy can remain in your presence. Joy is a powerful weapon, a shield of light that repels darkness. The sorceress watches helplessly as you relearn how to smile, as you relearn how to dance. Each of your laughs is a note of defeat for her. To strengthen this new reality, write in the comments, I dance in the rain of blessings that the angels pour upon me. This raises your vibration and attracts even more heavenly graces. Prepare your heart, because what I'm about to tell you will make you smile. Another battlefield was your intuition. She worked tirelessly to create noise in your mind so that you couldn't hear the soft, wise voice of your spirit. the voice of God whispering in your heart. It filled you with anxiety, repetitive thoughts, fears about the future, all to drown out your inner compass. It wanted you to depend on external sources for validation and direction, sources it could control. It made you doubt that gut feeling, that feeling in your stomach that told you not to trust someone, or not to go down a certain path. She convinced you it was just paranoia, but it wasn't. It was your divine guidance system trying to protect you. And now, heaven is recalibrating your intuition. The mental noise is subsiding. A sacred silence is settling into your mind, and in that silence, you will hear clearly again. The signs will become obvious. The whispers of your spirit will become as clear as conversation. You will know, without a shadow of a doubt, what is right for you. You will trust yourself again. Your ability to discern truth from lies, light from shadow, will be restored to a level you have never experienced. The sorceress is in a panic, for a soul with awakened intuition is impossible to deceive. She has lost the power to manipulate you with half-truths and illusions. You now walk guided by the light of your own inner wisdom, a light she can no longer dim. You become your own guide, your own oracle, in perfect attunement with divine will. And if you felt that the angels spoke to you today, help us by clicking "Thank you very much." That's how we can continue to bring these words of comfort to others who also need them. Finally, she attacked your connection to abundance. She sold you the lie of scarcity. She made you believe that resources are limited, that there isn't enough for everyone, that you need to fight and sacrifice for every crumb. She created blockages in your financial flow, making money slip through your fingers, creating unexpected debts and opportunities that never materialized. She wanted to keep you in a constant state of worry and financial stress, because a mind preoccupied with survival has no time to think about its divine purpose. She wanted you to associate money with pain, struggle, anxiety. But the truth of the Creator is that the universe is infinitely abundant. Abundance is your natural state. Scarcity is an illusion, a curse she cast upon your mind. And today, that curse is broken. I, Michael, declare that your divine right to abundance is being restored. The floodgates of heavenly provision are opening upon you. This does not mean only money. It means abundance of time, love, health, ideas, opportunities, peace. You will move from a just enough mindset to a more than enough mindset. Unexpected financial opportunities will arise. Debts will be paid off in miraculous ways. You will become a magnet for prosperity, not only for yourself, but to bless others around you. The sorceress watches in shock as the flow she has dammed up for so long now gushes into your life like a mighty river. She can no longer keep you in the prison of lack. You are entering your season of abundant harvest, a harvest that has been sown by heaven since the beginning of time. Yes, we have reached the climax of your liberation. Listen with all your soul. Now that the areas of your life have been cleansed and restoration has begun, there is one final and crucial step that depends entirely on you. Forgiveness. Not forgiveness for the entity that attacked you, for its judgment belongs to heaven, but forgiveness for yourself. The sorceress, in her cunning, made you an accomplice to your own pain. She made you believe that you were to blame. You blamed yourself for the doors that closed, the relationships that ended, the opportunities you missed. You carried the weight of guilt and shame, and that weight kept you anchored in the low energies where she could operate. That guilt was the heaviest chain of all. And I, Archangel Michael, am here to tell you, in the name of the Creator who is pure mercy, you were not to blame. You were under attack that you did not understand. You did the best you could with the knowledge and strength you had at the time. Now it is time to release that chain. Take a deep breath and, in your heart, say to yourself, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for not knowing before. I forgive myself for doubting myself. I release myself from all guilt and all shame. I am innocent. I am free. By doing this, you remove the last anchor that the darkness had on you. You rise to such a high vibration that it can no longer reach you. Forgiving yourself is the final act of reclaiming your power. It is the declaration that you are no longer a victim of circumstances, but the master of your destiny. The sorceress cannot withstand the energy of self-forgiveness. for she thrives on guilt and self-condemnation. By forgiving yourself, you become untouchable. You become radiant. You become the embodiment of divine love. And now, what happens next? Your life will become a testimony to the power of God. The changes will be rapid and at times overwhelming. People who walked away without explanation will return, asking for forgiveness. Opportunities that seemed dead and buried will resurrect. Your light will shine so brightly that it will attract the right souls and naturally repel the wrong ones. There will be no more effort. There will be a flow. You will no longer need to force things to happen. You will simply allow the blessings to come. Your only job now is to receive. Keep your heart open, trust the process, and be grateful for every miracle, big or small. Your story, which was once a story of struggle and pain, now becomes a story of redemption, power, and divine glory. You are no longer the one who was attacked. You are the one who won. You are no longer the one who cried in the shadows. You are the one who dances in the light. The sorceress, she will become a distant memory, a lesson about the power of your own light. Her darkness served a purpose, to force you to discover the immensity of your own strength. And for that, paradoxically, you can even be grateful, because without the pressure of darkness, you might never have become the shining diamond you are today. You are free. You are chosen. You are restored. Walk now in your new reality. Live your truth. Shine your light without fear. All of heaven celebrates with you. I, Archangel Michael, remain at your side, no longer to fight a battle, but to applaud your victory. The war is over. Peace reigns. If this journey of words has touched your soul and brought light to your path, I invite you to join our community of light. Subscribe to the channel so that we can continue walking together, receiving the guidance that heaven has for us. Your presence here strengthens this current of good.